as well. But the only problem is 110 slabs to bring through. I wonder if anyone from ground force can help me out.
Kitchen garden allotments.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Dan's Kitchen Garden Allotment. Just before this video starts, please go along and hit that subscribe button to come along and join the family. Let's get this video started. So then guys, you join me on a beautiful, nice, sunny, hot day, but we are still getting very cold nights, and I'll show you in a little bit what's going on in the greenhouse. But this main part of the video is a playlist coming up on my channel, and that is going to be the transportation and the transformance of the garden. And I thought I'd bring it along because at the allotment we normally try and save as much money as we can, and we try and knock back and try and save money to grow vegetables. But in this garden, what we're going to do is spend a little bit of the money, and we're going to transform this garden into a lovely family space for us to relax after a hard day's work. It's just a shame that ground floor ain't coming in and doing the work for me. Don't worry, I've been picking up tips. We got what have we got? We got water features, we got feature walls, and I think Charlie likes a little bit of artificial grass. Not. So then guys, let's turn the camera around and let's have a look at the garden as it is now. So then, let's walk around the garden and let's show you what's going on. First thing is, eventually all this lawn will be pulled up and fresh seed will be laid. As you can see, there is dandelions and buttercups and all sorts of weeds in this grass, and it just needs to go. It's been left for many years as like a farmland, so eventually this will all be dug up, fresh topsoil on and seeded, so we've got a nice fresh grass along this path, and also straight, because you don't realise if you walk down some spaces you might come up into little secret holes where old shrubs have been in the past, and people have just left the holes and it's been grown over. So the old owner moved out about 5 years ago, and when we took this on, the grass was about 5 feet. This garden was quite neglected when we moved into this area. But this area here where we have our patio area at the moment, this is where we're going to have a massive patio coming right out to about here, to about where you see this post line. And we're going to get probably a 6 seating table and chairs, a nice awning at the top so we can bring it out, because it might look shaded now, but in the summer when the sun comes through in the afternoon, this area gets quite beat up with sun. So that'd be one of the first jobs on the plan, and I've already ordered the slabs and stuff like that, so that will be coming very soon. So we're coming off the path there. We're going to have a very nice little barbecue section here, and a slab, probably by 3x9 slabs in this section, and we're going to have a barbecue section in this area here. The flower bed borders are going to be opened up a lot more, and we're going to have plenty of more roses. I quite like the idea of putting in a magnolia tree and just a few other roses along here as well. We have still got a few shrubberies and stuff like that what has been here for many years, and these are just things like this white one. I'm not too sure what it's called, but this was one that come out of a hanging basket about 3 years ago, and I just placed it there, and then it comes up in a light yellow flower every year, but I will get rid of that completely. This rose bush is completely been grown quite a bit. This originally come from Poundland. This was when we were just planting in things just for the summer and just to keep it going for a year. So this is going to be a much wider bed right the way along, with, I think the wife said that she wanted concrete flower bed borders, so it would be easier to maintain, and it'll keep away the grass into them beds as well. And as we move into the shed area, this frame thing will be completely going. I'll stick that on free cycle. We have our winter rose clematis here, and as you can see, it's just starting to bud up, just started to grow up, and this will be cut down completely and moved, because when we bought it, it was about 30 or 40 pounds, and I think in a better space it's going to be perfect. This shed is the one I'm on about, what will be going down the allotment. And when I put this down the allotment, we will be having a 6x4 shed here, and that area will be completely tidied up, skipped, everything rubbished, a new fence in at the end, and a new clearing area. So basically this is all to show you at the moment. It might not look very much like now, but hopefully when it's all sorted and all tidied. And as you can see from the previous owner of the house, this mound here is just where he's been dumping for years and years, and I've just continued it by using it as a bit of a dumping area as well. But this area will be completely cleared. If you can originally see this post here, this is where our original fence line is, and I will be bringing that along and moving the greenhouse, the new greenhouse, back a little bit with a full concrete base on for the new greenhouse. My daughter's swinging that, she's getting a little bit big for that now. She's getting a little bit too big now. So what I've decided to do, as we're into a bit of recycling, is I'm going to remove all of the swings and stuff like that, and the main frame I'm going to use it down the allotment to stick up the runner bean canes on, which is strong and it should hold and it won't blow over in the wind. So that's one of the ways that we can use things in the garden. Little bird section, I will always keep the bird section and stuff like that, and do with the birds and stuff like that in the greenhouse at home and stuff like it, because I quite like the birds in the garden. So I'll move back over to where the greenhouse is. Remember, this greenhouse come from the allotment, blimey, about 3-4 years ago. Someone was giving it away at their allotment as it was given up. So this year what I've planned to do is concrete the whole ground, brand new greenhouse, get some treated timber in, and make a nice table area with a few plants and stuff like that. Plant shelves at the back as well. It will just stop all this weed membrane, which has done pretty well over the years. It's been down here for a little while now, but you can see it's just starting to get a little bit neglected with the stinging nettles and that coming up around the side. So this area will be all sorted and nice and tidied. Every garden's got to have a little bit of a dumping area. These beds will be completely moved now, because I don't need them anymore. And along the back there, we're going to have a lovely, probably a 2 foot wide bed, flower bed, going right along the back there. And in that flower bed, we're going to have a plum tree, an apple tree, a peach tree, and probably a raspberry bush or something like that along this back row here. So it's still going to be used as kind of like a growing area, and we're going to keep them dwarfed, and we're going to trail them along the new fences as well. This will all be removed. I'm not too sure what this is called. As you can see, I've just cut it back for years and years. This year I've left it and it's come out in like a yellowish bud, so that will be moved. And this shrubbery along here will be removed as well. And a brand new 6 foot by 8 foot shed will be going here, with a nice bin area situated up here. And this shed will be mainly used for my tools, and so I've got all my tools in one place, because at the moment I've got a brick shed here, and the problem is with the brick shed, the bikes go in there and kids' toys go in there, and whenever you need tools or need to do some work, you can't actually get in there and do any work yourself. So that's how the garden looks at the moment. So then guys, that was a little bit of rambling, wasn't it? But it's always good to show you what the garden looks like now and what it's going to look like in the future. So when I do the slabbing, when I get deliveries and stuff like that, I will put the picture up and I'll do a video on me laying the slabs and stuff like that. And at the end of the year, or when this is eventually done, it'll just look nice and tidy and ready to go. So what I'm going to do now guys is I'm going to show you in the greenhouse and show you what I've got planted out in the greenhouse, as this is a growing channel as well. So let's go and have a look in the greenhouse. So then I'll start off on the top row. On the top row we have got some, sorry about the noise, we have got some, these are some cabbages in here. I think these are salad green cabbages. Unfortunately the cold weather got to my quite a few of the cucumbers, and I have to do a bit of work there. I've re-sowed some more cucumbers, so hopefully they'll be on time. I've seen on Facebook that a lot of people's tomatoes are up and stuff like that, and they've lost them through this cold snap that we're having at the moment. In the days it can get up to about 16 or 17 degrees, but at nights it's going down to -3, -4 degrees in our area. These tomatoes, the money makers, are quite slow this year. There's only a few shot up on them, and so they're still going. These are what I planted up all of the other day. The extra cucumbers, these should be up in a couple of days. Some sweet chili peppers, what I've had for years, and I just thought I'd give them a go. I had some leeks in here, what never turned out to anything, but I put them in here and it looks like we've got a little bit of greenery. This has all been planted within the last couple of days, so you won't see much growth just yet. So we've got some more cabbages, we've got some broccoli at the back there, we've got some all sorts here. So these are going to be a new interest for the allotment, because I don't normally do a lot of cabbages on that. My Brussels sprouts, I've planted them on, and that surviving absolutely brilliant. And these are the other tomatoes, what are growing fantastic as well. So I always try and do seeds a little bit later in the season, as I'm using a cold greenhouse. And when I use the cold greenhouse, I just got a nice big plastic. This originally come off a old duvet, an old mattress that we ordered, and I've just kept it back, and I'll just chuck it over the top to stop the frost coming over and taking any of this. Yes, the runner beans are in. They only went in a couple of days ago, and as you can see we've got quite a few in there. But that should be plenty enough for the allotment. This year I'm not going to fail on runner beans, that's one thing. As we move back down, the sweet corn, all starting to come up now. Might need starting to prick out and pod onto a new pot very, very soon. But at the moment, they're fine as they are, as the weather's a little bit cold as well. Sunflower seeds my daughter sowed. A few's come up, so they'll be going out. They'll be potted on very soon as well. And this is my section. This is what I like. Big pumpkins, pumpkin max. Yeah, one's been damaged by frost by the looks of it, but we've still got 3 good ones there as well. This was the mixed pumpkins all that I got it from one of my subscribers. I don't know what they are yet. I have to wait and see at the allotments what they are. Butternut squash, I've only had there's only 3 out at the moment. Very, very slow. And my saved seeds from last year, Daddy's pumpkins, there's only 1 just starting to come out as it is. So as we move down, you'll see that these are mostly all flowers and stuff like that my daughter and my wife has planted out in the greenhouse. So the season is starting. There is still a few bits and pieces to do at the allotment, but I will be doing a lot of sowing directly ground, things like parsnips, beetroot, carrots and stuff like that will be going directly into the ground at the allotment, so I won't need that room in this greenhouse this year. So that's how the greenhouse is looking at the moment in the middle of April. So then guys, as I said, it's a brand new playlist to the channel. I hope you all enjoy it. It is to do with gardening, so it can go on the channel. Yes, I do like to, sometimes when we get to go out and things like that, I do like to bring that to the channel as well. But it's in the garden, it's still laying the slabs, laying a patio, doing work in the garden, showing different flowers. It's just another thing to bring to the channel as well. But the only problem is 110 slabs to bring through. I wonder if anyone from Ground Force can help me out. We'll have to see. So then guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to hit the like button. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Until the next video guys, I'll catch you later.